Thank you, Sherry. And thanks to the Waimea Community Association for inviting us and putting this forum together. Again, my name is Tim Richards. I'm running for County Council District 9, our district. Here we are. I'm a sixth-generation Kama'aina, born and raised right here in North and South Kohala. It's a little bit ominous because this is my alma mater, and I spent a lot of time in this room actually campaigning for a high school council back in the day. Who am I? Again, born and raised here in the islands. I was actually born in Kapa'au quite a few years ago now. And I've spent my life growing up here on the mountain at the family-owned and operated Kahua Ranch. Through my time there, I spent a lot of time working with the people and getting an appreciation for what's going on with land management, land stewardship. We're cutting out on this.
Sorry.
Hello. As far as my life experiences and going through that, my first boss was a man by the name of Henry Raphael, a Hawaiian man born on the slopes, actually on the edge of the Honokoa Gulch. And I spent a lot of time with him, spending time what's called nana'aina, going looking at the land, looking at the cattle. And I like to think with that time spent with him, and it was a friendship of his lifetime and 40 plus years of mine, I got a glimmer of what he saw looking through his eyes. Next one of my bosses was Kimo Ho'opai. And through Kimo's eyes, the same thing. These guys were my bosses, but they were also my mentors and my educators. And again, spending time with him, I got to have an appreciation going forward. I developed a true love for the lands, for Kohala Mountain, for our county. Going forward, I got to this journey and running for county council because I've sat on the Ag Advisory Commission for the last half dozen years or so for our county. And we've done a lot of great things for that. We've got a lot of programs going forward. One of my concerns is, as we see the end of this administration, whether or not some of these programs we put in place are going to continue. As we were working on these programs, I got a concern as we dug into different things, looking at the economy, looking at the different business opportunities, looking at our environment. I got more and more concerned about where we were taking our county. And what we are doing, what we're trying to do, is not make decisions for our generation. Everybody in this room, we can't mess up this county bad enough. What we're doing is we're planning for the next generation. I have a 21-year-old, an 18-year-old, and 2-year-old twins. It's not about us, it's about the next generation. And so as I looked at that, I tried to figure out what the best way I could do to make a difference. And for that, I thought, I gotta get in a position that I can. Running for county council is where I'm going. Thank you.
It's been my honor to represent you for the past, this is my 4th year. I'll be going into my 3rd term, and I look forward to it and ask for your support. My background is, I have a degree in cultural anthropology and education and law, so I sort of worked on a lot of issues before I became a council member and in our community, including like working to get the connector road, the Parker Ranch connector road in, that was promised to the community. And on that, I looked out the window and I saw all this traffic, and I kept hearing about this road that should have been in, and I started asking questions and hearing about it. And I started thinking, I think I might be able to do something. I might fail, but I might be able to do something. And for 2 years, I pursued that, and then finally got an agreement to get the road in by 2008, and worked on also mass transit to get the intra-Waimea shuttle bus started, which then Pete Hoffman picked up, and we got that. Issues that are my priorities, I've been really focused on mass transit, and we're now going to be doing an entire upgrade of the mass transit on the county level, island-wide. To me, this will be the most important major upgrade island-wide that we will do in the coming 2 years. The past 2 years, one of the things that I worked on that I thought was most important was on solid waste, and which ties into agriculture, and getting it so that we were not doing a huge mass burn incinerator that would cost hundreds of thousands, but turned that around to a zero waste policy. And we just passed a huge compost program, which started this July, and that'll have enhanced mulch that'll be free to everyone, invasive species free. And as well, I worked really hard to get a compost program which will start up in July 1, 2018, taking all of the green waste and all of the food waste out of our landfills and make it available to our farmers and landscapers. Another area that I'm going to be working on are some issues that have to do with housing, affordable housing, and homelessness, but that whole area is very complex. It's going to take working. I've been working with the tax department, with the water department, with the planning department, also relating to state level. So it's how to put that all together. For example, how we make it available to individuals who have homes right now to make those locations better. Is that 1 minute?
Just 3 minutes.
That's 3 minutes. Thank you very much. I urge your support, and thank you very much.